Hi, folks. Welcome to my podcast, The Way I See It. My name is Kalu Aja, and on this podcast, I'm talking money, the economy, and personal finance. Well, the news in Nigeria all week has been about the Central Bank of Nigeria. Those are rumors that the Central Bank of Nigeria wants to seize the domiciliary accounts of private citizens that hold foreign currency. That's been the rumor all week. It's very important that we state right now, upfront, that the central bank has denied those rumors. It's called it fake news, that it has no plans today or in the future to seize the private foreign currency deposits of Nigerians. That's what the Central Bank of Nigeria has said. So it's important we just talk around this topic, perhaps what we can learn from this, right? Let's start from Pakistan in May 1998. The government of Pakistan went ahead and froze foreign currency accounts estimated to hold about 7.5 billion in what they called an emergency rule in Pakistan, right? They said we want to save their currency, so they seized the currency reserves in foreign currency of their citizens. They then instructed the banks to pay the Pakistanis, right, in local currency. So if you're a Pakistani and you were paid by a foreigner, or you earned foreign currency, maybe as a gig worker, your dollars were taken away and you were then given local currency at a rate that was lower than the black market. The effect of this was devastating to the government of Pakistan. Number one, they instantly lost all credibility and was lost in confidence in Pakistani government-issued instruments, right? No one wanted to buy them or touch them. So instantly, private sector remittances that flowed to Pakistan completely dried up. They were supposed to get about 2.5 billion in remittances. That went away because nobody's going to send money to a country that's going to seize them and pay at a lower rate. So that dried up completely, right? Before, in 1990 in Pakistan, private investments was 6.8% of GDP. After the freeze of the private assets of the citizens, private investment as a share of GDP fell to 1.7% of GDP. So from 6.8 to 1.7. Pakistan's GDP growth and gross investments also declined. Also, the foreign reserves fell from about 1 billion to about 500 million as of November 1998. I mean, you get the picture. This was bad for Pakistan because once you kill confidence, it shows up in many ways. No one would touch your investments, no one would touch your paper, and you would lose more than you would gain. So Pakistan got the sugar high of getting the 6 billion right immediately because they froze their assets. But down the road in 2019, they still had to go back to the IMF and get a loan for 6 billion. So that short-term sugar high didn't help them. Structurally, they had a problem. They didn't fix the problem. They went after the cheap, easy dollar assets. They got it, but they suffered for it, right? So this is a story that is, if might play out, I won't say might, that is maybe rearing its head in Nigeria. We hear these rumors. It's not the first time we've heard it, that the government's coming after the Domm accounts. A while back, the rumor was the government was coming after the pension fund account. That never happened because it was explained to the folks that were talking about using pension funds to pay for the budget that this money is not lying around in the bank. It's already invested in bonds and in shares. So you simply can't come in and take any trillions away. But let me also give you numbers. The average funds that flow to Nigeria via remittances is about $5 billion. The amount that we estimate is foreign currencies in Nigerian banks. Let's assume it was all lying in the vault in Nigeria. It will be about from 25 billion to about 30 billion. So if the government was even able to take the 30 billion, let's take the high number, 30 billion, that is also, they are just taking 6 months of foreign currency inflows into Nigeria. And at what cost? No one will send remittances to any Nigerian bank or to the CBN again. So you take 6 months, you get 30 billion, but you lose the 5 billion every month. Doesn't make any sense, guys. Doesn't make any sense. So the government cannot do this, and they have said clearly that they will not do it. And we're going to believe that the government will not do it because they've said it. So that's our policy on that. But let's do a sidetrack. Is it possible for the government to get access to Domm accounts in a legal way? Of course. The way they do it is that they incentivize or they attract the investments from the Domm accounts to themselves. How? They can issue a dollar bond in Nigeria and pay dividends in dollars. So what that means is usually you issue federal government bonds in Naira. You could issue a special federal government bond in dollars and pay your dividends in dollars at a rate higher than the Federal Reserve pays in America. So if I have $1,000 in Nigeria, right, and I can get a higher APY, an percentage yield, which is interest in Nigeria, why would I go to America and invest the monies? I would put it in Nigeria. So that way the central bank would attract the funds flows from the Domm accounts to the Central Bank of Nigeria, and they're able to solve their problem. If the funds are there, the funds are looking for a place to be investing and to earn yield for the holders. This is how you do it. You can attract, you don't seize, and this way everyone is happy. The central bank gets its dollars, the Nigerians get their returns, and the economy is safe and secure. But once you touch investments, forget about the loss of confidence. There will be lawsuits. You'll get sued in New York. They're going to go after your buildings in New York and your bank account. So not a very, very good idea. The best way, like I said, issue a dollar bond and attract investments in. Again, we point out the central bank has denied this, and we believe the Central Bank of Nigeria. We take them at their word that this is not a plan now or in the future. And we want to just say this. Talks like this are bad for Nigeria because it brings in uncertainty, not just to Nigerians, to foreigners. No one will bring in money into an economy that is a rumor that the government might take those funds. So it's best not to spread those rumors for clicks. It's very unprofessional for a newspaper to write this and quote unnamed sources. Best not to do it because we all get harmed in terms of the loss of capital flows to Nigeria. So stop saying it. If you don't have any proof or if you don't have any quotes, leave it alone. It's not helping Nigeria, right? So that's the story we're going with now, guys. All right, that's it. That's a good episode for today, guys. Thanks for listening. My name is Kalu Aja, and this is my podcast, The Way I See It, where we're talking money, capital markets, and of course, personal finance. I'll see you guys next time. Do have a good day and bye.